What up, everybody? It's your boy, the Don Jon here, back with another new content video. Because today I'm here joined with my good friends Elijah. Elijah, would you like to care and say hi?
Hi.
All right, yeah. Of course, y'all know him as Kid Kenobi. You know, the Elijah, the Kid Kenobi. And then also joined by a newcomer, although he's a good friend from high school. Our friend Josh. Josh, would you like to say hi?
What up?
Okay.
Newcomer.
All right, good enough. All right, guys. Here we are with the video, and today we're gonna be talking about. It's a whole new thing we're doing. I do not know what to call it, but I'm pretty sure I'll come up with a new name by the time I start editing the video, or if these guys have any suggestions. But essentially, we're gonna be playing on our Minecraft server, and every episode is gonna be a new topic, and we're just gonna talk about it. But anything goes, as long as it revolves around the topic. So today's topic, we're gonna be talking about. It's pretty basic, but we're gonna be talking about aliens. That's right, aliens, extraterrestrials, whatever the fuck you want to call it, ETs, whatever it goes. That's what we're gonna be talking about. So, let's get the obvious question out of the way. Do y'all believe in aliens?
I wholeheartedly, with like everything in my body, believe aliens exist. This universe is fucking like big as shit. You cannot tell me that we are alone in this place. However,
Right.
there are like several fascinating theories that prove that maybe the reason why we haven't seen anything is because either A, we are just not that interesting, which I wouldn't doubt, considering we spend like 90% of our lives attached to other people that are just the same as us but have higher status with money and shit like that. And we call that our reality TV. That's our form of entertainment or whatever.
So from what I gathered from what you said, is essentially the aliens are on a space tender, and they swipe left on us.
I
Cause we
mean, I mean, we are not the most attractive things in the world, to be honest. Like, I don't believe so. But then at the same time, I don't know what any other alien species looks like.
true. Like I believe, like not all aliens are gonna be carbon-based life forms. I feel like there's aliens that are energy-based life forms and like possibly live in like totally different environments. Like, why I fucking know there could be an alien race that lives on the fucking on a fucking star, and they're just they're being chilling on the fucking star, just like, hey, how you doing, going about their day, doing their own shit, having completely different goals in life. Not even probably don't have to pay rent or just have different intentions than us. How about you, Josh?
Now,
What do you think?
Okay, so to get the obvious out of the way, yeah, I mean, how could you not believe that there's alien life? I mean, I understand the theories and what opposite parties may have to say. mm, Maybe they're not being any sorts of intelligent life, but to piggyback off what Elijah just said, I mean, the universe is a vast and expansive place. It seems quite impossible to really think that humanity and what's on Earth are the only forms of life throughout the vast and expansive galaxy, and to even go upon that, the, I mean, I have a couple of theories that I honestly believe could be a factor into why I believe we haven't found intelligent life in our little backyard of the solar system that we have. Well, for one being, I just don't think that our technology that we have is capable of, well, it's capable of projecting itself to the vast expanses of our solar system with how far a lot of our satellites have traveled so far. But at the same time, too, at the same time, our world, our place in the solar system is a very, very nice spot. And looking at a lot of different solar systems and galaxies, there are other planets that are in the same setup to where Earth is, to where it's not too hot, not too cold. A perfect spot that seems like it could host possible life itself,
You have to go to log zone. Yeah.
right? Exactly. So, with that being said, one of two things could possibly be the reasons why we haven't encountered any intelligent life yet. One being because we, as a species, were born too late and an event, like a mass extinction event, has occurred already, which has wiped out almost every species of intelligent life. What that
So
reason is yet to
Actually,
be
yeah,
unknown,
yeah,
right?
the
that
fucking
is
However,
one of the theories that I read up on
what
too.
was it
Is
called
that
again?
exactly,
The fucking don't tell me what the fuck was it?
like the final extinction event or something like that, where like
No, no, it was
it's literally only us and thing.
it has a
If
specific name.
if not that one, then there's another one
The
that
Great Filter. There you go. The Great Filter.
there you go.
the
The
Great Filter.
great
Yeah,
filter. Upon species have gone through the great filter, and for whatever reason, whether it be warfare upon themselves, famine, or they're not able to escape their world in time enough for them to colonize the rest of the galaxy, that could be a theory. Another theory itself to why I believe we haven't encountered any intelligent life is because we ourselves, as humanity, might be the pioneers to to actually be able to
the first
go out,
actual species or
the
Yeah,
whatever.
first
the
actual
first
species to
to already.
be a
Yeah.
spacefaring race, right? But either way, whether regardless of what theories that may exist, there is forms of intelligent life, and by us broadcasting our address to the universe, right, across the vast expanses of space, we're inviting practically almost anything that has the exact same amount of capabilities and technological intent, whether it be greater or about as equally as the same as us, to know where we are. That could be either a good thing or a bad thing. And to me, I feel like it's a bad thing because one, if another species were to pick up on our radio frequencies and pinpoint our location, imagine um, what kind of repercussions that would have in terms of us as humanity, right?
Hmm.
Because you're inviting another completely different species to our home, and that may have the same kind of impact that it did for the natives when the colonizers came from Europe.
Hmm.
We don't know their intent, we don't know what they're capable of. We just see them as just, hey, look, something out of the blue, right? And
Hmm.
next thing you know, most times, most times at least, when another species encounters something else that they're not sure of or something that they're not very familiar with, the first thing they do is immediately just go to thinking, oh, well, I don't know what you are, you don't know what I am, and you seem like a threat to us. Because realistically, anything that's capable of traveling millions upon billions of light years to reach us is by far more technologically superior than us. So who's to say what's stopping them from saying, "Hey, I like that little turf of a planet right there. Let's go ahead and claim it for ourselves and add it on to hell our galactic empire or whatever it is that they have for themselves." You
Hmm.
know?
Another speaking of like they want to take our resources. I actually found out recently, like literally yesterday, I think it was, that we are kind of special. And I don't mean like us human. I don't mean sound like, oh yeah, we're the one species that's gonna be the no that's gonna be the best. That's not what I'm saying. But like, not only is our planet in the habitable zone, uh, and another thing is that apparently we are what's the word? What are we? So you heard of super Earths? Essentially, our planets like Earth, but are bigger.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Those are way more common than you think. Those are like apparently like there's a good amount of them. They're like more common than our planet, Earth, but smaller. But the reason why our Earth is smaller is because there's even a theory that suggests that while the solar system was being made, there was a super Earth being made. Like naturally, it was being made, but because of something happened, Jupiter happened, and Jupiter is essentially, I guess you could say, it's some type of defense for our planet from like big asteroids or stuff like that because
Oh yeah, of
big
course.
big
The gas
yeah,
giants.
it has a big gravitational pull. So literally most everything that could go to Earth is like, oh, you know what, no, come here, come on, come to Jupiter, don't go to Earth, leave them alone.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. I'm like, damn. So not only are we in the habitable zone, not only like shit, we have our own natural defense for our planet.
Absolutely, we have our own defense system that has been concocted by billions upon billions of years of just evolution throughout the solar system, and it amazes me too, like how little it goes over people's heads, how Jupiter and Saturn and a lot of these gas giants are able to intercept planet-killing asteroids that may potentially, if they weren't there, have had the opportunity to wipe
Just
out
wipe
life
each
on
other out.
Earth countless or numerous times. It's astonishing that I didn't even know that fact like you, John, up until like a couple days ago. Well, for me, it was like a couple weeks or months, but just still knowing that fact that Jupiter or Saturn or these gas giants that we have around the outer parts of the solar system, past the asteroid belt, have prevented these mass extinction events from occurring to us the same way that it did to the dinosaurs.
Hmm. What about you, Elijah? What you think about, mate? You've been kind of quiet over there.
Oh, I've been letting Bosch and you two finish about all that stuff, and I still bring it to the theory of like we just aren't that important in my opinion because we are naturally aggressive. Like we evolved from apes, according to
Hmm.
science, we evolved from apes. And granted, we are very social creatures, but at the same time, we are very, 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 very aggressive. Like, what is the first thing everyone does? Like, as soon as we discover something, what is the first thing we think of? Can I beat it up? Can I kill it? Can I take it out? What is idolized in our society? Who's the strongest? Who's the fastest? Who can kill something the best or whatever? You know, our main focus is literally just death, killing, and all that kind of stuff. So I still think that aliens still figure us as mindless, just killing things that somehow made it to the point where we can fucking send shit out to space. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And like I said, I don't believe we're that important enough to just even care about. Like as far as like like I'm pretty sure because there have been like
Oh, there he goes. Well, he got
not
cut
even
off. Oh, there he is.
there've been numerous sources where like we'll get like a random ass like radio signal and we have no idea where it came from. That could have been possibly like just some random alien just like, just you
Like the
know,
wow signal.
yeah, like that kind of shit. And not only the fact that like we still don't know half of our Earth too. Like the ocean is still a mystery to all of
Oh
us.
yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting that we know more about space than we know about our own ocean. But I mean, what would you prefer? Would you rather go to space or go into the ocean?
I would say the ocean a little bit more, just
Really?
because like think about it like this: when it comes to Earth and its species, it somehow lives in unity, right?
Hmm.
Whereas when you go out to space, everything and its mother wants to kill you. Not even by accident, too. It's just
True.
it simply just exists, and boom, you get too close to
Yeah.
it, you're dead. Look
Space
at a
does not
black hole.
cooperate. Yeah.
Hmm. There's this thing. There's a theory that our white holes exist too.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You definitely heard of that.
Like that's fucking amazing to me. I love the fact that like gravity bends. Gravity is something but is all around us, but yet we don't feel it. And to the point where like these massive fucking things just can just form out of nowhere from either like a small rock, which if I remember correctly is the reason why our Earth is that small, is because our Earth she got hit by a meteorite, which
Hmm.
actually so happened to be the moon. It formed the moon
Yeah.
and it was supposed to be super big, and thankfully it's not as big anymore because of that meteor, which formed the moon. So now our gravity is like somewhat happening to walk around, jump around, and whatever. And you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like for all we know, it's just good as coincidence. Like yeah, life is rare, and for it to form here on Earth, I guess we could say we're thankful that like oh shit, all of this happened so we could be. But it's also rare because that could happen anywhere else. The same things that happen to Earth to cause life could have happened anywhere else, and any other galaxy, any other part of our galaxy or whatever in the universe. And another thing is that, like you said in the very beginning, universe is big. There's like no fucking way that we're the only ones. Like, and another because it's big. Like that's another thing is that maybe they're just behind, or maybe they're in the same stage that we are. We're still barely exploring the our parts of our solar system. They probably are doing the same, although the universe is billions of years old, and one could argue that life existed, intelligent life existed way before we existed. And if anything, they should be more technologically advanced than we are, and they should already be, at least from UFO sightings and all of that. They should already know that we're here. They should be in contact, and abducting us and shit like that.
But like I said, we're not that special to be studied, honestly, if I'm being honest. Like I said, we're very simple species. Like our whole thing could be summed up in one sentence, and that's just very sociable bipedal humanoids, basically. That's pretty much what we are. We're very social people, but at the same time, we're very aggressive. We're very, very violent. Why go to some random planet that has been known to just obliterate shit out of nowhere? That also has trillions upon trillions of weapons that could obliterate the entire planet. By the way, like
Mm.
not even just one. We have multiple that can just with one click of a red button can just be like, oh, there goes the Earth, just like that in one single button. And we have only one person controlling it too. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like why take the risk to go to some random planet that is extremely hostile, is known to have multiple planet killing machines. You know what I'm saying? On it, like there's no point. It'd be suicide. Plus, if we're being honest, the first thing that anybody's gonna do when they see an alien is just capture that motherfucker and just experiment the hell on it. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure if aliens do exist and they do, like, if they're like Roswell, like if there were actual aliens and that was an actual UFO, oh for sure, yeah. I mean, bro. Speaking of which, I don't mean to change the topic, but yeah, y'all heard the movie District 9, right? Y'all seen it?
I remember it. I never seen it though.
Or
District 9. It's good ass fucking movie, like fucking good ass movie. You cannot tell me that you don't at least remember it, or you've seen it and you remember it.
I like I said, I know about it. I just never seen it.
Okay, well, quick explanation. Essentially, big ass ship comes out of nowhere, literally hovers above the city. Aliens don't come out for 3 months. Humans go inside the ship. Turns out that holy shit, there something happened to them. Like you're over here like living like they're poor, like they're dying and shit like that. So they put them in like essentially slums. They like make a whole area for them outside the city, but because of that, they live in slums and their technology cannot be accessed unless you're an alien. You're one of them. Like it's connected to their DNA, so we can't do nothing with the weapons except for them. And one guy, whenever he's over there trying to evict them, like MNU, there's a whole society called MNU that like quote unquote tries to help them, but in reality it's just like, oh fuck no, they're hoeing them. They're hoeing the aliens. So they say that they're gonna evict them to a whole different place where it's like quote unquote better life, for your kids, so you can have more space to continue your species. As he's searching a shack, he uncovers something that a canister that literally spits something out to him, and that is genetical fuel for the ship that one alien was trying to find. Took 20 years to make, just so he could at least try to get home, like take his whole species and go home, go to the ship and go home. The guy actually opens it, sprays the shit on his face, and what that causes him to overwrite his DNA and turn him into one of the aliens. And like shit, if you don't remember it, you need to watch it. But essentially, what I'm trying to get at, what the fuck was I trying to get at? I
Just,
completely forgot.
yeah, you went off topic. I don't know what the fuck
It's a
you're
good
talking
ass
about.
fucking. It's still by aliens, so it counts. But I mean, it's a good ass movie. Uh, so yeah, they, in the end, they work together. The guy, alien promises that he'll change him back to human, but turns out, oh, like, oh shit. Why? Do you hear the screaming, by the way?
What?
Okay, so you don't hear screaming. Okay, so I remember what I was getting at.
You
Uh,
good? You want to talk about that?
no, just I heard screaming in the back. It's my little siblings. Don't worry about it. But anyways, what I was getting at is that like MNU was taking the aliens and literally dissecting them, pretty much being curious, doing shit to them, doing inhumane shit to them. And the alien that was helping the guy out saw that and it kind of made him change his mind. Like he still wants to help the guy, but he's like, hey, you know what? I need to help out my fucking people. I need to help out my race. Y'all are not treating us right. I just saw that you're over here dissecting them. Doing shit to us. We were trying to be friendly. We're not trying to take over. We just had bad luck. Something happened to us, and you're over here doing this to us. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first worry about my people, take the ship, go back to my home planet, and then you know what? In 3 years' time, I'll come back and help you. So what I was getting at is like, yeah, like curiosity. Yes, we do that. We do that to our own people. Humans do that
Yeah.
to our own people. We're curious. We dissect them. Anatomy and shit like that. How else are we gonna learn? Especially when we're going up against a whole nother race of aliens.
Either as humanely or as inhumanely as possible.
Yeah, like I'll, I mean, what to you is considered humane and inhumane?
Well, humane is really just dissecting on a dead corpse, in my opinion. Someone that is an organ donor or whatever. It's like, okay, yeah,
Okay,
you
so
can
like
have
they're
life for
already
science,
dead.
but
Like yeah, for science that's humane, obviously.
but alive is what Hitler and the Nazis were doing back in World War II type stuff.
Mhm. But yeah, like, District 9, you don't remember it or you haven't seen it, watch it. I highly suggest District 9. And I just found out, this was 13 years ago. This movie was made 13 years ago. Just found out yesterday as well that they are making a sequel, and I'm so excited for it because I'm already wondering, like, damn, the Alien Bearer have kept his promise because, the guy's story did not end well. He still turned into an alien. I am kind of spoiling. I'm sorry for people that haven't seen it. I am spoiling it. Should have had a spoiler warning. I'll probably do it when I'm editing it, but yeah, he does turn into an alien. And another thing is that he was captured by humans, but before, because he was slowly turning into an alien. Yeah, first it was his arm because he injured his arm while he was evicting the aliens. And whenever MNU found out, like, holy shit, this guy has an alien arm, he's turning into an alien, they were literally about to dissect him. And the worst part about it is that the top guy, the main guy of MNU, or at least from what I know, he's the main guy. He was his father-in-law. So he was getting married, or he was either married or he was getting married to his fiance or to his wife. And the father-in-law was the main guy, MNU. He was like, you know what, shit, there's money right here. He's worth billions. Let's dissect him so we could use his parts to like hopefully be able to control alien technology. And yeah, motherfucker literally said, he's my stepson. I mean, he's my son-in-law. But you know what? Fuck it, money, alien technology. I'm like, damn, you're a fucking dick. He should have died in the movie. He didn't, but he should have.
Oh,
Yeah.
that made me sad now. I thought we should have died. Oh well. I was never gonna watch the movie anyways.
Oh, you little dick. You need to watch it. Fuck no. Like, this is a masterpiece. This is like, I'm gonna just say it's a
Is it
masterpiece.
though? Is it
It's
though? I've never heard of anybody talk about it except for you right now.
really, really. You have not heard of anybody talk about. Okay.
Like even when it came out, like I was like, okay, that's a cool ass movie or whatever. But I don't think I've ever heard anybody like be like, oh yeah, dude,
All right.
watch
Well,
this
let's
shit.
change the topic. What's another thing about aliens? Like, let's see. Do you think aliens exist here and are like spying on us and shit?
As far as spying, uh, I wouldn't doubt it. Honestly, I don't think they're like 24/7 surveillance because we're not really a threat as far as them. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Okay. You
Like
know. You know
we
what?
we, we don't have any near things
I'll
that
do you one
could
better. I'll do you one better. Do you shit? What the fuck was it? Ah, do you one better. Do you think that because the universe is old and that probably alien species exist before we existed, they're more technology advanced, that they put us here on this planet to to like pretty much like I guess we're guinea pigs to them. We're like a pet.
guinea
Did,
pigs and a pet to them. Hmm, interesting theory in my opinion, but I don't know. It's a bit of a far fetched. But you got to remember, like there is scientific data that proves that we are descended from apes, that our planet was from carbon life sign, that we fought fucking mammoths and all this kind of stuff. It's kind of unlikely that they would just like, oh, let's just move these guys over here. Why would they do that for us? Like, and if that's the case, how long are they gonna do a study?
until either we wipe ourselves out or until they figure out that like, holy shit, they're actually doing a good job. We should probably take care of them before they take care of us, type of shit.
Are we even doing a good job, to be honest?
Well, we don't know. We're still alive, so we still got a chance.
Barely, in my opinion.
We're not dead yet, is what I'm saying. Like we're still going.
Barely. We're almost to the point where we're just gonna kill each other.
Well, I mean, we've already done that for 1,000 years, so I mean that's not really a problem.
What's another 1,000 years?
Ever since there was intelligent life form. I mean, no, even ever since life existed, like even animals really kill each other to just to sustain
Yeah,
itself.
but the difference between us and the difference between us and animals is that animals will fight for food. Basically, they'll kill each other. They're defending each other, whatever. Sometimes we'll literally just go up to someone and be like, I don't like you." Boom, and just shoot someone in the face or whatever. Because we're mentally deranged sometimes. And like some animals, like the lions or whatever, they defend their land basically, which is like it's understandable. This is your home. This is what you're gonna consider, whatever. But at the same time, what separates us from them is that we're supposedly super intelligent, right? The
Mhm.
problem is, in my opinion, we're too smart for our own good. If I'm being honest, like we are far too smart for what we should really be doing. Like as far as going out into space, I think we're way too early for that shit.
Way too
But
early. I think the timeline where we're at right now in terms of where we've come as a species is honestly astounding from where from practically any species, intelligent or not, because in about what a couple of tens of thousands of years we went from being a species that went from hunters and gatherers to within a couple thousand years we invented machines that could do tasks for us and increase and generally make our lives easier, to inventing cars, to fighting global war after global war, to coming to the point to where we landed our first man on the moon, to the point now where we have pocket devices that could practically do anything that we want
Yeah, we literally
within
have
a
PCs.
matter
We
of
literally have
seconds.
PCs in the hand on our palms. Like,
to the point, yeah.
Because that, I think, to me, is an astounding accomplishment of our species as humanity, to where we're at the point now to where first world problems are just so common that everything is just so practically overlooked now, and I feel like that's another barrier that we as a species need to come together and tackle. How do we overcome the situations where we're in now in terms of our global economics, our politics? These are all steps that we're taking to moving forward as a species, or it being the end of us. But realistically, though, I don't think there will ever be an end to humanity. There'll just be setbacks that we'll have along the way, whether it be nuclear warfare or anything along those lines. And to which that point we'll just endure, survive, and if we recover, then hell, we'll learn from our mistakes and continue and prosper, hopefully. But that's being hopeful.
Well, not only that, but that's also like another reason why I feel like we survived this long is really our adaptivity. Because like we really should have died during the ice age, but since we had something like flexible thumbs and like intelligence to just be like, oh, you know what, ache together strong kind of meme, right?
mhm.
We figured out that we're stronger as a unit to take down these massive fucking animals that we honestly had no right to just even fucking touch. Not only that, but we also have the power to quite literally get rid of a species of animal by accident and on purpose too.
Okay, then what does and obviously aliens that are technology advanced also have that capability towards us.
Think so? I mean, what if like there's an entire species just dedicated to just pure science, like just pure exploration?
So like they're like, hey, we're exploring, just a nice planet by the way, love what you're doing. Although you're having a bit of problems, but you know what, we can help you out with that. And then we just become friends. So we're so friendly
Yeah,
aliens is what you're saying? Yeah,
yeah,
I feel
why
like
not?
because like I said, like
I mean, like
there
like I said, we us as a species are just naturally violent. Who says every other species is not just pretty chill?
okay, but we're pretty sure ourselves.
Eh, are we though?
I mean, it depends on which part of the planet they land on.
Like which ones?
Like us.
Not
I
only
mean,
that, not only that, but like there's also like one thing that I probably shouldn't talk about. I'm not gonna talk about it. Never mind.
oh, yeah, right. Probably best not to that. All right.
I'll say it in private. Probably not. I'll
I
take
mean,
it
all
on my
right.
grave.
I mean, if there are technological advanced alien, I mean, Dyson spheres, like, shit. There's actual proof that there's actual Dyson spheres and shit like that. Like actually harnessing the energy of a sun, or even better. I don't even know if it's better or worse, but harnessing the energy of a black hole.
Now, if you can harness the energy from a black hole, in my opinion, you won at life because when it comes to a black hole, that's supposed to be like the top dog of top dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing is supposed to escape from that except for maybe light. It's no, actually no, light can't even escape. That's why it's so dark over there. But like that's supposed to be like the big thing. If you can harness energy from a black hole, something that is just formed by two stars going up against each other, and then all of a sudden, a boom,
Or
gravity
one
itself is
dying.
just bending or whatever. Yeah, then you've won, in my opinion. When it comes to who cares about going anywhere else? You have everything there. That's your home planet.
I mean, there's literal tiers of fucking species like
Civilization
yeah civilization. Like like we're only tier one or two out of how many? You know,
8, no
I could look it up. The Kardashev scale.
Kardashian scale.
Kardash Kardashev Kardashev. How the fuck you pronounce it? There is one, two, three, four, five tiers, and if I look up what tier are we on, what type of civilization are we? I
What,
think
type
we're only
5?
one, or not even one. I think we're like point 0.5 or some shit. Well, let me just go back and click on it. I think that'll help. The Kardashev Type 1 designation is given to a species that have been able to harness all the energy that is available from a neighboring star. We're not even Type 1. We're like point 0.2 or some shit. Type 2
exactly,
harness
exactly
the
my
power of a
reason.
star.
Exactly my reason as to why we're just not interesting. Think about it.
We
If we
still
can't even
got
power
time.
our own star after the what couple billions of years, however, we are making great progress though, which
Okay,
is
that's the
astounding.
thing. You cannot say that until we're actually dead. Until we're extinct, we can actually say that. We're still going. Some civilizations take longer, just like kids. Some take longer to grow than others. Same thing for civilizations. But type 3 is okay, so type 1 is resources around the solar system. Type 2 is harness the power of entire star. Type 3 is galactic okay, then becomes galactic traversers. Okay, so they could go pretty much anywhere. And then type 4, uh, hold on, it's a bit more reading. Race and species may live inside supermassive black holes. What the fuck? I did not remember that. And I think type 5 is like pretty much like they're pretty much gods. Like they exist in the fucking fourth dimension type of shit, you know?
Is there truly another dimension? That's another cup for another day.
Yeah, but nah, it's crazy. Like fuck, we're not even type 1, and for all I know there could be a type 5. Literally, like oh shit, huh, look at these ants. Look at it. Look, like literally, like it's crazy. What do y'all think?
To be honest, yeah. I mean, who knows? Like we've only discovered a little bit, and we still don't know that much about the universe. So it's all a mystery. It's all a hearsay, she said kind of stuff.
I got a story for you when it comes to he said. I remember shit. Quick little story time. Uh, I had a stepfather like years ago. Uh, he was
Must be
into
nice.
aliens. He was like into aliens and stuff like that. And I feel like I was already kind of into aliens, but I feel like he fed it to me a little more. That got me much more into it. And I guess he was crazy. Like me thinking about him, like he was just crazy, kinda. Uh, pretty much anything that had to involve aliens, he believed. Documentaries or anything like that, he'll have a little strong belief in. And I remember one time he told me like, there aliens are here. there was an actual attack in Fort Worth. I'm like, what? And that was a little kid. I was kind of scared. And he told me that, like, yeah, us humans found a bomb that's capable of, I don't remember what he said. It was either could destroy a whole planet or even worse, could destroy a whole star or a whole solar system. And he told me, like, yeah, we found a bomb that has that capability. We took it to a base in Fort Worth. I'm like, I don't think there's a base in Fort Worth, but he was like, he said it, yeah, in Fort Worth, and that there was an actual alien attack. Like they attacked us, they attacked the base, and pretty much I don't know if they did or they tried to take the bomb back. And then he showed me an actual video of like pretty much an area. It was night and like there were like flashes of light. I'm like, what the fuck? But the thing about it now, I'm like, he was probably just crazy. But on the off chance that that was real, like maybe the government has this whole secret alien war that's going on, and we don't even know about it. And they're somehow doing such a good job, or at least semi good job, since there are UFO sightings, covering it up.
Yeah, I mean, but then when it comes to the government, almost anything's possible.
I mean, come on, come on. We all know that the men in black are aliens in disguise, because they have a weird complexion, have no eyebrows, call themselves by numbers and shit. Like, let's just go with that. Let's just go that they're aliens, and they try to hide themselves by going to people and threatening them that they're gonna do something bad. But it's whatever.
You know what? We're on that topic. Have any of you been acquainted, or at least have heard the story about the base in Dulce, New Mexico?
No.
Talking about
Okay.
Roswell type of shit.
This is beyond Roswell.
Beyond
All
Roswell.
right.
All right, continue.
So let me go ahead and give you guys the briefing. So Dulce is a subject of a conspiracy theory, which is a jointly operated human and alien underground facility which exists under the Colorado-New Mexico border near the town of Dulce in West, right?
Uh huh.
So the history behind it is that there have been a lot of people who've been living in that area who reported a lot of electronic communications and interference with a lot of their household items. And I believe one of these days, a farmer had gone out to the area close towards the base and he noticed strange lights that would emanate across the plateaus of the mountains. So, but around, I think it was the 1980s, they discovered a secret underground base near Dulce that were populated by the Greys. I'm sure everyone's familiar with the Grey aliens, right?
Yeah. The number one
Okay,
species. Yep.
absolutely. Right, so the story rapidly spread within the UFO community, and I believe at some point there was even conflict that went down in Dulce. There was an entire uh there was an entire battle that took place within the base. I can't remember how long the battle lasted, but it was just ridiculously long because there were just different types of species were that resided within the base other than the Greys that humanity and them worked towards capturing and researching and studying. I believe the reason behind that conflict was because a group of Greys had decided to go rogue and rebel against humans and other groups of Greys. They were trying to take over the base, but there's just wild theories that I've heard, but definitely something to look into.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, so there's like pretty much another Area 51 type of situation.
This is beyond Area 51, man. Area 51 is kind of like a scapegoat.
Mm. So Area 51 is like a distraction type of shit.
Well, not even, because looking at it realistically, I mean, Area 51, they really kind of declassified the whole nature behind the installation with how it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a top secret government facility out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, but really a lot of it is just prototype weapons developing and testing. So a lot of the shit that we have now, that was that used to be at Area 51 all the way back. But then it also makes you think, how did we get to the point to where we are now from when we were just flying around in biplanes to planes that can literally go 100% invisible on a radar, have that sleek of a design? Aliens.
To what you're saying about like how we, you know, if aliens did crash and they took them to Area 51 type of shit, dissect them and all that. I mean, there- you've clearly heard of all the abduction stories that's been going on when it came to us humans, right? Shut the fuck up. No, we would not have sex. I mean, come on, like you heard of the one I think is the most known is the one of the couple. What was their names? The fuck. All I know is there was a couple. They were being followed by a ship. They stopped and they left. Then they started getting memories of like, oh shit, we were abducted by aliens.
You ever wonder if like we're probably the aliens to like a bunch of the animals and shit? Like, what's their thought process whenever we get them? Like fish or some shit?
I forgot the name of the couple. Hold on, I'll do a quick search.
I know the guy that you're talking about, the Hills, I guess, Barney Hill, whatever the
There,
fuck that
but yeah,
means,
here,
is.
what? Hold on, abducted couple. Whoa, okay, I just typed abducted cup and then it said abducted couple killed. Hold
Yeah,
on.
Betty and Barney Hill. I was
There you
right.
go. But yeah, yeah, literally BHBH, same initials. That's crazy. Yeah, they were abducted and that supposedly the aliens. I don't know if I'm getting the stories mixed up, but the aliens were supposedly they looked human. Like they were a whole different speed. They weren't the Greys or like any other. They were like human, and I think they're actually named. They actually have a name. The aliens that look they're like Aryan feet. They have Aryan features. They're like blonde, and they look like they could be siblings, but they're not. You know what? I got even better topic. I just remembered. I remember when I was like I think around 10 to 15 years old. I remember I went to YouTube and I saw this video that was called Around the Lines of the Book of Aliens or like alien species or races shit like that. And I clicked on it and it was a kind of creepy video that like had ominous music, but it was essentially someone explaining all the alien species that we quote unquote know of. And it was like saying like how there were so many, and I remember I got scared of the video like 15 minutes in, and it was like a whole hour long or even longer. I clicked out of it because of like holy fuck, motherfucker was like could have been speaking facts for all I fucking know.
Good and speaking straight facts.
I'm like holy shit, these are all aliens. I'm like holy fuck, and then obviously there were the Greys, and as soon as it said that the Greys were like the most evil, I'm like oh fuck no, like fuck the Greys then.
Little Johnny got scared.
But then there were other like there were like it was like pretty much 50-50. There were 50 that were fucking friendly towards humans. There were 50 that wanted to pretty much annihilate humans. And I was like, bro, is this real? Like, is this real cool? But also like, what the fuck? This is scary as fuck. And I try. It's been. That video is gone now because I tried looking it up and I couldn't find it no more.
Coincidence? I don't think
No,
so.
no, fuck no. Ever since I saw that the video was gone, I'm like, oh fuck no, this has to be real. Oh fuck, like ain't no way, bro.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fuck. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit that out for sure. But you know what? How long have we been recording? I don't even fucking know. You guys got anything in mind? Anything more to talk about?
As far as the alien topic, no, not really.
All right, then. I think that does it for today's episode. So, all right, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, tell me you want to hear more. This is obviously the first episode, so it's not gonna be as good. Hopefully, we'll improve, do better. We'll have better topics since aliens was pretty much a basic topic that I'm sure everybody talks about, on, like the lunch table or something, stuff like that. But like and subscribe, share with your friends.
Hello?
The fuck are
Huh?
you going on about? Hello?
You good?
Has he been cut out this whole time? We just haven't realized.
Josh? No.
All right, then. Well, I'm gonna just continue my outro. All right. All right. So thank you guys for watching once again, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.